What's up, everybody? This is Chris from the Avid Endorsement. We have joined a draft on Magic Online, trying to do some more Dragons of Tarkir drafting. I played two online drafts over the weekend, and actually two in paper as well, and they did not. Suffice to say, they didn't go very well. So I'm hoping to redeem myself here, and Dragon Lord Dromica is pretty good. That seems like a good first pick. There's lots of good stuff in here, though. Like, there's no way we're not taking this, but Draconic Roar is very good. Twin Bolt's pretty good. First pickable for sure. Inox Survivalist is good. Slumgar Butcher is good. Yeah, if anything comes back to us, I hope it would be in color for green-white. I would hope it to be Inox Survivalist, I think. Although Dromica is kind of splashable. Yeah, the best cards here are the best non-Dromica cards here are, I think, Draconic Roar and Twin Bolt. If a green or white card comes back, yeah, Survivalist is what we want to do. Even Tactician is playable, I think, as well. I haven't played it yet. But Dromica, it is. It might even actually be worth a couple tickets, too. Certainly is in paper. Let's see if I can find out. Oh man. Volcanic Vision is an interesting red card at 7 mana. Not very aggressive. But it can just be like a one-sided wrath. It looks like green and white are not present in here. Champion Variation is, I don't think, worth second picking. So if we didn't have the Dromica, what would we take here? Maybe Butcher. Guess we can take Evolving Wilds and stay open. Volcanic Vision is pretty enticing, though. Yeah, let's just take the Wilds. That's the kind of Evolving Wilds is the kind of card that, at least I always expect it to come back around, and it never does. So, let's see. Deathwind is solid removal. Green and white doesn't have a lot going on. Again, Aven Tactician is, I just don't think it's high impact enough to take so early, even though it is on color. I think Deathwind is the best card in this pack. And so here it is. Darker Pummeler is the one with Formidable. Yeah, and I think that one's the best. The green and white is just not coming together. Dragon's Guard Bear isn't too bad. Nor is Colossadon Yearling, but I think this is just better. So I'll take it. I would be happy to be in red-black. Warbringer is an interesting one, and probably worth building around. If we go red-black dash, I'd be happy to try that out. Dromica Dunecaster is decent also, and fits with our first pick better. But these two cards are also pretty strong. Yeah, let's go with Warbringer. Let's see if we can make this happen. So we're going to be kind of prioritizing dash creatures from here on out, and it looks like there are none in this pack. Sabertooth Outrider also has Formidable, so that'll give us two Formidable enablers that fittingly actually turn on Formidable. What else have we got in here? Another Dunecaster. Nothing good in green or white. I think the Dunecaster is okay, but I don't think it's better than the Outrider here. Go with Venom is quite good. Surge of Righteousness is, at this point, looks like it's going to be good against us. But I think Coat with Venom is better. I'd be happy if Summit Prowler came back, but I think the two that'll be left, probably, this is two? Or maybe, I don't know, this is just going to have one left, so it'll be the Plains. Let's go with, yeah, go with Venom. Sure. Cost reduction red. That's what we're doing. There's a Dasher. No black cards in here. This is not a particularly strong dash creature. Aven Tactician is probably stronger. But it is a 5-drop, and this is a 3. Rending Volley, Duress, or Grave Purge. This is not a deck for Grave Purge, I don't think. Rending Volley is probably going to be the best sideboard material for getting blockers out of the way, so in it goes. But it is definitely starting in the board. Mind Rot is not the play I want to be making on turn 3. Maybe Kindled Fury is. Ancestral Statue is interesting with Dash because you were going to return the thing anyway, but I still don't think it's very good. I don't think Duress is for this deck either. There's the Dunecaster. So, Dromica. Yeah, there's that Plains. Yeah, Dromica's is almost 4 tickets. Not too bad. Let's see if we can get some more removal. Right now we've got Coat with Venom, which is kind of removal. It does not regenerate, which is... I thought it was like a... I don't know. I thought it was a 1-mana better Necrobite. That doesn't make a lot of sense. What do we have in here? Zergo Bellstriker is... seems like it could be good. But man, I don't think it's just even a 1-mana 2/2 I think just gets outclassed way too quick. I kind of would prefer having the Butcher. Like if you draw Zergo on turn 5, it's what? It's not really doing much for you. Butcher seems like better removal. Bellstriker is enticing though. Yeah, let's go all in. All in on Dash. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. Well, this is certainly the deck that can use this effect. Is it worth a card? I don't know. I'm drawn towards no. Scream Reach Brawler is not second pick worthy. But what else have we to even take? In fact, I've lost to Falk Tongue Shriek. I don't think that's a good card, but there it is anyway. Yeah, I mean, this can just be 5 mana, do nothing. And, you know, I bet it'll come back. Let's go for another Dasher. Stormwing Dragon. That could be good. Black cards not really showing up for us. Sandcrafter Mage is pretty good. What if we what does it look like if we take out black and put in white and then splash for green? Well, it looks like this. Yeah. So I want to say that this dragon is not as good as Sandcrafter Mage in a vacuum. But it might be better in our deck. But maybe not. Ultimate price, yeah, forget it. this has got to be the pick. I'd like to try out Call Seisma Behemoth at some point, but not over such good removal. So if we're sticking to red and black, Outrider is not too bad. If we want to go, so let's bring black back in. Go with Venom, Deathwind. No dashers in here. Yeah, I kind of like Outrider. Great Teacher's Decree seems pretty good, but it's hard to argue with Outrider. Oh, Sprinting Warbrute. That's the one for us. I'd love it if Dragon Fodder came back. Doesn't seem very likely. We already have 2 legendary creatures. Maybe we can pick up Hero's Blade or whatever from Fate Reforged. Even if I see it, that would be an interesting choice. Still don't think it would make the cut. Hey, Zergo's a couple tickets too. Another coat with Venom. Do we want the Aspirant or the coat with a second coat? We are kind of short on removal. Deathwind and Ultimate Price is kind of it. Let's move these white cards to the board. Kolagun Aspirant could be good though. 2 mana 2/1 that basically trades with X3s. And basically can't be blocked by X1s. Sure. Lose Calm seems like we might have the right deck for it. Virulent Plague is probably too narrow to take here. I still don't think I'm really interested in Duress. Kindled Fury is probably the closest one. But that's pretty low impact. Go with Lose Calm. Ooh. All of this came back? Stormcrag Elemental is probably a little late in the game for what we want to be doing, but could be good. We already have 2 Sabertooth Outriders. We could go for a Summit Prowler, which I think has been generally solid. We don't have any morph creatures yet. Yeah, I'll try the Elemental. Let's see. That can't be very good for us. I mean, Faltone Shriek probably fits the best in our deck. I really don't want to go for Grave Purge, so I won't. Alright, well, that's fine. Oh hey, the Behemoth came back. But would we rather have the Vial? Nah, I think this is too good. Gotta try it. And we have, I think, 0 dragons. I don't think Sarkhan's Triumph is gonna make the cut unless we pick up multiple red dragons in the next set, or the next pack. Teamer Battle Rage could be good. Mastery of the Unseen is quite good. Doesn't make a lot of sense in our deck, but we could splash it. I mean, we have 1 Evolving Wilds. There's no good black cards. Rage Form, Fierce Invocation, Battle Rage are decent in red. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Mastery. Battle Brawler is kind of exactly what we want. Bathe in Dragonfire is hard to pass, but it's common. We might see another one. Reach of Shadows is excellent. Sultai Emissary isn't bad either. Don't have any exploit creatures. But yeah, I'm going to take the reach. We're a little short on removal. Vault Breaker is pretty great. Oh man, another Reach of Shadows though. And a Mardu Scout? I think I gotta take the Reach. That's a tough one. Grave Strength doesn't seem good enough. Smoldering Efreet, if there's a deck that wants this card, I think we're it. But doesn't seem great. Yeah, we're not really that low curve as maybe I had imagined. See, this is actually a 3. We do have... I'll lay it out and try to guess on, or maybe put stuff at its dash cost or stuff like, or lay it out according to when we actually want to cast these cards. But yeah, our removal is kind of expensive, except for the ultimate price. Let's leave all the removal spells over here. And sure, I will count cut with Venom. If we haven't seen any dragons by now, I don't expect we will at all. But you never know. So we're kind of... Are we lagging? We're just stuck behind a couple slow drafters. Yeah. Loose Calm doesn't look like it's going to make the cut. Mastery of the Unseen. Man, you know, I really want to play it. Oh, this seems like it could be pretty great for our deck. Creature with power 2 or less. So we got Battle Brawler, Kolaghan Skirmisher, Aspirant. Bellstriker is in there. Yeah, this is pretty excellent for our deck. And you know, maybe we're okay with a Mardu Runemark. Probably better than the second Smoldering Efreet, but I don't really see us playing it. Humble Defector is an interesting one. I'm going to take it. We don't have any combos with it, any ways to stop our opponents from making use of it as well, but 2 mana 2/1, and it's right now I think our only form of card draw. Fierce Invocation is fine. This is the one we opened, I believe. Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff in this pack, I remember, and none of it came back for us. So what do we want to play against least? Cunning Strike gets us pretty good. Break Through the Line, I don't think we can really afford to play it. Yeah, we don't actually have that many creatures with power 2 or less. Our whole deal is that our creatures are high power for maybe low toughness. Although, maybe that's not true. Warflare I could see being very, very good in our deck. And we already want to splash white for mastery, so yeah, I think I'm okay with that. So maybe, looks like we're very light on black. We have to make a few cuts. It's never too bad when the last pick out of the pack is on color for you. But I think one Smoldering Efreet will be fine. So this is 27, 26 spells. How many dashers do we actually have? Well, I'll sort it once we get to the deck building screen here. But it looks like we've got some powerful stuff. we're just going to have to move quick. We've got ways to kill big creatures. Ultimate Price, Coat with Venom, Deathwind. I'll do it. Reach of Shadows for that matter. We don't have any burn. Kindled Fury is kind of... Kindled Fury isn't going to kill a big creature, most likely. Okay. So let's sort by mana cost and creatures separate. Alright, I'm not crazy about Fierce Invocation. That one can probably go. Stormcrag is actually a 3-drop. All of these are accurate. Let's cut Kindled Fury for now too. So let's see, Cut with Venom, we want to be around turn 4. Mastery of the Unseen, excuse me, would be great on 2. I don't think we can really expect that, but I'm going to leave it there. Ultimate Price, probably we'll be casting around the same time as Reach of Shadows, and Deathwind is going to be a later drop as well. Battle Brawler would be great on 2. Kolaghan Skirmisher dashes for what now? For 3. Okay. You may pay white, black, white, black. So that even works with our splash. So maybe we can... Oh, we're going to need to make another cut, I guess. And Hardened Berserker reduces cost. We only got one of those guys. Seems like a good card. And I guess it's... No, it doesn't matter with dash. I was going to say, I think it reduces dash cost as well, but it would make a lot of sense to dash something in mid-combat. We do have Rending Volley in the board for those white-blue decks. So it looks like the beginning of our curve is mostly red, and then it gets more black towards the end. And we're not done cutting stuff yet. I think we can make one more cut. Screamage Brawler seems way mediocre. And if there was a... All of our non-creature spells are great. So I think I want to cut that one. We can, if it turns out that the Behemoth is actually bad, I would be happy to cut it. Or like switch it out during sideboarding. But yeah. Brawler, this seems like a 17 land deck if ever there was one. Although the 2 5-mana removal spells, plus Deathwind, which is, you know, arbitrarily large, does make me kind of nervous. If we had to cut one more, it'd probably be the Skirmisher. Or probably the Ifrit. The Skirmisher is just a 2/2 for 2, and the Ifrit is a 2/2 for 2 with downside. So now we'd have 18 lands. Yeah, I kind of like that more. I really don't want to brick on our 5th land and not be able to reach out and kill a thing. But we do want to be, I mean, it's pretty obvious from looking at it this way, but we do want to be much heavier red than black. Let's see. Oh, and we got the Evolving Wilds as well. So we want to do 2 plains, sounds about right. 10-5, which would leave us with 11 red sources, which I like. We don't have any double color except for the red-white, but no double of the same color, which is great. So let's try... 10-5 seems a little light on black, but you know, maybe it's fine. That's 6 sources, and there'd be 11 red sources. If we go 9, if we cut the white splash, if we cut the white splash, and then we'd have 18 lands, I'd probably want to go 11-7. But as it stands with the splash, this gives us 10 red sources, 7 black, and 3 white. Might be able to cut 1 plains. Yeah, these aren't, our white spells aren't creatures. They don't, I guess Warflare would kind of win the game on the spot. It seems hard to lose the game because we couldn't cast Mastery of the Unseen. So that's a kind of It's certainly not going to win on the spot. It's the kind of card that you want to build up that incremental advantage over time. So if we do this, that's 10 red sources, 8 black sources, and 2 white sources, which I think is good. Or, we do have red 1 and 2 drops. I think 10 mountains might be better. And who are our targets for Alicia? Let's see. We've got Bellstriker, Aspirant, Defector, Skirmisher, Battle Brawler. It's a good start. Stormcrag, Elemental's a 5/5 now. Hardened Berserker is a 3/2. Okay, well that's it. But, I mean, I think that's plenty. That's 5 targets. That's certainly more than your average deck. And 18 lands, including Evolving Wilds. The new art on Evolving Wilds is pretty cool. I really dig it. And we've got some, we can board in more creatures if we really want to. Triumph is to get a dragon, right? Yeah. If that was, I know I passed it, but Sarkhan's Rage, I think. The 5 mana, deal 5, and then also 2 to you. That would be pretty good in this deck. Combat tricks, we've just got the 1 Coat with Venom and War Flare. I guess Deathwind can be used during combat. But I think Battle Brawler is going to be great in this deck. Yeah, so let's get started.